Um, Today's meditation. So it maybe you got used to your new time now. So this will be on this time all every Wednesday, and um, yeah, today I really was tempted to use the book Government of Eden again from Joel, because it is full of material that you can really use well for meditation. That's why I do it. And so today is not different in that sense. So the great thing with the um, prayers that Joel puts in there, or that are like brought in there by the publisher, um, is that continuously Joel gives you the opportunity to start a prayer or to come into a deeper sense of self. And I will read a little bit before the meditation that we're going to, or the phrase that we're going to use with the meditation, just because it's a very lovely introduction into this meditation. And that's always so helpful. So let me just read it, and I'll share it with you. So it's totally helpful. So this is from the chapter When We Judge by Appearances. And this is this section, Close Your Eyes to the Appearance. If you are going to look at this world with your eyes, you're never going to be able to believe in God, because all you can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell is finiteness. Just finiteness, limitation, sin, disease, death, stupidity, he says. I think that's funny too. Once you close your eyes to the appearance and ask yourself, what is the Garden of Eden? What is the Garden of Eden? You will hear the still small voice. And even while you're looking directly at sick, sinning, or dying man, that voice will say to you, and what the voice is going to tell you, we're going to use that in our meditation. See, but I really love this very practical way of in which Joe is bringing this to us, and that's like, yeah, closing your eyes to the appearance. Now you're actually looking at it, looking at the appearance, but at the same time knowing that that will never confirm to me that there is like an eternal loving God, like whatever I try to do with it. So it is closing your eyes to it, in the sense closing your human eyes to it, in the knowingness, like knowing that there's more than that, knowing that that's just an appearance, and also coming from your direct contact with what is, you see right through it, because it doesn't um, relate to it whatsoever. So that's why meditation is great, because we actually make a deep connection within ourselves, so that we're not confused when appearances show up in our life, in our daily life, that are really confusing to us. Like if you would believe it has any reality. So that's why it's so great that we can say this. It's like, no, this has nothing to do with this world. You can wait till the cows come home for your appearances to change. It's like, no, you might as well just connect with what is real inside yourself. And within that experience of the direct contact, you see that this world is literally disappearing in front of your eyes. It has nothing to do with reality, and it never will. So, and that is quite a step. And in the meditation, you practice this, and you have on a daily, yeah, a daily possibility to come into this experience where you actually can dislodge yourself from this world and come into a whole different experience of yourself. So that's exactly what we're going to do today, to use what the still small voice will give you as an answer to the question, what is the Garden of Eden? You know, what is heaven? We know what guilt is. We know what hell is. Turn on the television and you'll see plenty of it. But no, this is something else. This is exactly the opposite of that, or it has nothing to do with it. It's not even related. And so that is going to be very helpful for our certainty in the light and love that's given us in every moment. And that is showing us our true being. So I'm inviting you in this meditation to open yourself up for a deep experience of this, a deep experience in which you can open your consciousness, like expand your consciousness to the outer edges of it, and see if you can go beyond that by being attentive, by being alert, by being so relaxed and open and vulnerable in that sense that that say the step to receive what is really being given becomes a very small step. And basically, the only thing that we can do in meditation is opening up. Like, we don't have to show God how to come to us. No, that's already certain that it will come. But it's more for us to sink into our stillness, to let the, say, the chatterbox mind do what it does, but not paying any attention to that. Going through this field of emotion and feeling, and discovering that your heart is opening, coming into a place of stillness, and see that you can expand in that too. And also that the still small voice will be speaking to you. Basically, that's the technical part behind the meditation that we do. So here's your opportunity. I'm going to read these words from Joel. And they're not really from Joel. It's like Christ's mind speaking. It's in a direct communication. He's written it like direct communication with coming from the still small voice. And it is your still small voice. It's not anyone else's. So in the talks that I do with people, in the moments that we meet, I mention this many times, and part of it is also embedded in this meditation, and that is, this is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. And I say this a lot. It's like, okay, if you could receive one drop of that well pleasedness of God, like, you wouldn't be able to sleep for a couple of months. It's like, oh my God, that is so overwhelming and so beautiful, and so shaking everything up in your life too. And so be open to any drop of well pleasedness that's going to be given to you in this meditation. So this is what your still small voice is telling you as an answer to the question, what is the Garden of Eden? This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. Fear not, it is I, God, constitute all being, in spite of every appearance to the contrary. This is only, there's only one I, and it is I. Be not afraid. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Fear not, it is I, God, constitute all being. In spite of every appearance to the contrary, there's only one I. It is I. Be not afraid. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Fear not, it is I, God, constitute all being, in spite of every appearance to the contrary. There's only one I, it is I. Be not afraid. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Fear not, it is I, God, constitute all being, in spite of every appearance to the contrary. There's only one I, it is I. Be not afraid. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Fear not, it is I, God, constitute all being, in spite of every appearance to the contrary. There's only one I, it is I. Be not afraid.